Greetings. This is your senator and friend, Alicia Chucky Hansen, keeping in touch with my people. Well, last week we had the opportunity to discuss a very significant piece of legislation that I've had on the books for many years. And in fact, now there's an amendment to include wellness and other matters that chiropractors are asking for. But I was delighted and humbled to hear Dr. McDonald remind everyone at the hearing last week that it was Alicia Chucky Hansen's original legislation that allowed for chiropractors to be able to open their offices and work here in the Virgin Islands. I have to share that credit with Dr. Marlon Williams, who was the first to bring that issue to my attention and asked me because he felt I was courageous to bring the bill forward at a time where physicians were totally against such a measure. And I had the courage then, this is over 15 years ago, which allowed for such legislation. And I fought the battle. I won on their behalf. And Dr. Marlon Williams never publicly endorsed me. I never asked for his endorsement, but I made it possible for all of them to work and be able to help people through wellness program that I believe is very significant in the Virgin Islands. But I thank Dr. McDonald for acknowledging the work I've done on their behalf over all these years. Also last week, we had the issue relative to where actually it's about 2 weeks now where the president got us all together to meet in St. Thomas so we can offer ideas on how to resolve this shortfall and also the financial issues of the Virgin Islands. As I informed you a week ago, did go to that meeting, join my colleagues, only because of you. They waited 5 months. It seemed like they got upset because I told you that they waited 5 months before we invite us in. And that I also told you they had nothing to offer. Most of them, they had nothing to put at the table. But I submitted, along with 2 other senators, a list of proposals ranging from taxing, surcharging rum, 75 cents per bottle. I also brought the issue of the custom duties where we are losing millions of dollars in areas where the federal government pay for those services just as they do in other states. And that arrangement where the government needs to stop so that we can collect all that money for the people of the Virgin Islands so they don't have to add a surcharge to your pocket and to your income taxes and so forth as was proposed. You never heard from other senators with these proposals. I even proposed taxing monies that leave this territory. It goes for millions of dollars. Western Union, the banks make their money, MoneyGram. All these entities make monies from funding transferred from the Virgin Islands to all over the world, to include the Middle East. And therefore, I felt it should have something coming to the government. No, they discussed it. They thought it was a great idea. All of a sudden, they're talking preemption because Democrats, I'm sure, decided, no, we can't let her have all these things, and they're in control. So now they're going to say that was it. Although some senators who are trying to pass this bill too were not even there in the last legislature, and most of those proposals I had from the last legislation, which I still have ownership to. Nonetheless, I'll keep battling because what's important is the bottom line, your benefit. Now today, I should say by the time you see this tape, it would have been yesterday. I spoke with Commissioner Barnes of DPNR upon learning that they are blocking many fishermen from getting the licensure. Now, after so many people have gotten laid off, there are many of our people who decided, I'm going to go fishing. I have to make a living. I have my family to pay. I have my mortgage to pay. I have to keep my children in college. When they go to DPNR, they are telling them there is a moratorium. I told her we have to get rid of that moratorium. She promised she will look into it. In the meantime, I submitted legislation to, in fact, remove any moratorium and also provide licensure to people so they could be legal in trying to feed their families. Until next time, this is your senator and friend, Alicia Chucky Hansen, keeping in touch with my people. Thank you.